Hello and welcome back to part 3 of this Design and Technology Association's Inspired by Industry Scalextric's Accessible Controller tutorial. So in part 2 we added the button on the back there, and today we're going to be adding our trigger. So I'm going to start like always. So I'm going to start by reminding you that our left mouse button is red and our right mouse button is blue. So the first thing I'm actually going to do is go to our feature tree, and I'm just going to delete mirror 1 so we can see inside here. Now we're going to use one of the more advanced tools in part of doing this. We're going to look at the transform tool as well. But to start with, we're just going to build our trigger. So I'm going to go up and bring up where it says controller drawing and just unhide that so I can see the drawing, and press N to make sure it's perfectly centered. Now I do think that this trigger needs to probably move back 10 centimeters or so, or 10 centimeters, sorry, 10 millimeters or so. So we're going to start with a sketch. We're going to click that surface. So that's where that flat surface there. And I'm going to use the 3-point arc to draw my trigger. Now I have to start inside the edge. So there's my edge there. So I'm going to move it back about 10 mil. Start here and go down to about there, and then work. I can move till I'm happy with the curve I've got there, and then from the bottom I can go back up inside and create the curve. I'm then going to connect both points like that. Okay, so that would create a trigger. Now we also, and I'm going to do it on this point here, but just above it. So if you look, I'm linked onto that point. I'm just going to move above. I'm going to draw a circle down to that point, and then another one inside it. So the one down to the point I'm not too worried about, but this in one I'm going to set at 3 millimeters. And I'm going to take this corner point and look to hit the tangent of this circle, and then just trim off that edge and that edge. So we end up with a point, and what's going to happen is our trigger is going to rotate on this point. And we'll look in a moment to see if we need to make any adaptations and changes to this sketch afterwards. So I'm just going to press the tick. My trigger's there. I'm going to press extrude, sketch 10. Sketch 10 again. It's coming the wrong way, so we can flip the direction. We can set it to say 5. Let's have a 10 mil trigger. That's probably about right. And it's going to be a new part. It's really important we put new parts in there. And you can see at the moment it's overhanging the parts. That doesn't matter. We will mirror it the other way. But what I am going to do is just use the fillet tool from the top here and click on a couple of these surfaces. So that end there, I'm going to try and put a 1 millimeter round on. And I'm also going to round off these edges. So that's at 1. What does it look like at 2? 2 is quite good. I'm happy with 2. So I've got my trigger there. Now the next thing is I need to take a couple of references. So I'm going to cut out a reference using this trigger at the top. We're then going to rotate the part and work out how much of this we need to move. It sounds really complicated. I promise you it's not. So I'm going to press sketch, click on the same surface again, press the N key, and I'm going to use the offset tool. I'm going to click on that edge there, and you can see it's jumped up to 5. So we press enter first of all, and then I'm going to put in -2 millimeters and press the tick. Well, I'm not going to do any more with that sketch. We're going to leave that because that's going to be the hole at the top there. So I've got to work out, do I need to change any of this, which we can do. We're then going to go up to transform. So across the top here you've got transform. So my mouse is just holding on it there, and it says entities transform, so that's going to be part 3. Linear point, so I'm going to change it to rotate, and my axis is going to be in there. And you can see it's gone 30 degrees, which is almost perfect. If I type in 40, we can see it's probably too far. So 30 degrees is probably where we want it. Now there's a couple of things that come out of that. One, we can see we've got to change the design slightly of our trigger, because we can see this point here where it's going to rotate. So I need to extend that. And we can also see, if I press the tick now, where we've got a cutout on the back side there. So the first thing I'm going to do is create that cutout. So I can go back to, I can't go back to sketch 11, but I can use it as a reference. So I'm going to press sketch onto this top surface. So my sketch plane is there. And I'm going to use the offset like we did before on this one. Press enter and type 1mm. Because 1mm clearance should be enough. We're also going to offset that sketch, enter 1mm. So them 2 points are there, and I can then join them up. Top, bottom, press the tick, and we're going to press extrude, sketch 12, below 6mm. Remove. Merge scope, we just want it to merge with part 1. So when we press the tick, you can see part 1 is now there. Now if I look at that, I can actually go, actually, my tolerance is a bit higher there. It's 5, I'm going to do 5.25 and bring that right down. So that's the first part done. You can now see we've got a hole for it to move in and out of. Now I just need to go back and make a change to this part here, our trigger. So the first thing, if I press fillet on this end, we can fillet it. If I put in 1.5, oops, not 105, 1.5, you can see we're now clear of that line. But we're going to end up with a gap there. So all I'm going to do is do a new sketch onto this part, press the N key. We can use our line offset, that part, 1mm. So we can see where it comes in. I can see that that's just going to touch, so I'm going to do 1.5 to extend it. And all I'm going to do is get that point to my tangent, come down and join it up, making sure it intersects between the two, and then press the escape key. I can then delete this line, so using the pair of scissors, and press the tick. And all I need to do is go sketch 13, extrude. When we extrude it, we're going to face, and the face is this one. And you can see how it comes on there. So I am going to have to go back and change the fillet in a moment, but that's not a problem. And we're going to add to part 3, which is correct, and press the tick. So to fix this, fillet 12, so fillet 11 is going to have to be deleted. So it comes back like that. And I'm going to, it's also deleted fillet 12. So we're going to click on there and bring that down. I'm just going to drag it until I'm happy with it, about there. 2.25 I think will work. I'm going to do fillet onto this edge and then click that edge. We might have to go to 2, onto the bottom there, and onto the side there. So it's all now filleted. And then we can see the triggers in there. Now this, so we've now put our trigger in there. We know how it's going to move. All that's left for me to do is to extrude from this point, pin down into the base there. So I can press extrude. So we won't extrude, we're going to do sketch. Onto the top part, press the N. I'm going to go to the offset, I'm going to use this, and I'm going to press enter first of all, and I'm going to do minus 0.2. So we end up with a very small point there. We can probably go 0.1 for our tolerance. Make sure you put in the minus 0.1. Press OK. And we're going to extrude that pin, or that point, extrude to face, and we're going to find the face of that down there. Now, next I'm just going to hide part 3, and I'm just going to strengthen this pin. And to do that, I'm going to click sketch. Sorry, click sketch on my sketch plane. I need to find a flat surface, so let me just have a look. Let's just get rid of the controller drawing first. There we go, so I can see what I'm doing. So my sketch plane, just trying to decide on which one to use. We will use this one. So that's roughly just below. And all I've got to do is go offset, circle, enter, 3mm, press the tick, extrude, sketch. And all I'm going to do is just drag that down until it touches one side, but I can't see it on the other. Press the tick. If I now bring part 3 back in, we can see how it's sitting on there, and it's going to hold it together. Now again, the next clever bit, part 3, we can then mirror. The mirror plane is there. So part 3 is now mirrored, and you can see how we've got a pin going through one side of it. If we then take part 1, mirror plane, we then got our second part, and you can see the trigger. Now that's it pushed in. We can move it and show it coming in and out, or we can put it into an assembly. Now if there's enough demand, if I get some comments saying let's see it as an assembly, we'll add it as an assembly for you. I've been the On Teacher. Thanks for watching. Really hope that was helpful.